Assalamu alaikum. Today is 1st July 2025, Tuesday, time is 3:56 p.m. and I will quickly go through the news so you can follow through. Actually, I'm saving it for later review. I will. Today we are trading Tesla, and there are huge Tesla news coming out. I'll get you up to speed in a minute, but I'll read the news out here. President Trump suggested the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) review subsidies received by Elon Musk's company to save money, claiming Musk benefits from unprecedented government support. Musk responded by calling to cut all subsidies. The feud has caused Tesla shares to fluctuate with recent declines amid Musk's criticism of Trump's tax cut and spending bill. Separately, Tesla raised the price of the long-range Model 3 in China by RMB 10,000, USD 1,400, and RMB 285,500, alongside a range boost from 713 km to 753 and faster 0 to 100 km per second acceleration, 4.4 to 3.8. The Model Y long range also improved to 750 km with prices unchanged. Delivery wait times were shortened for both models. Tesla. US President Trump criticized EV mandates, stating that Tesla CEO Elon Musk knew he opposed forcing electric car ownership despite supporting electric vehicles. Musk responded to Trump's post about subsidies for his company, calling for all subsidies to be cut immediately. Meanwhile, sales dropped for 6 straight months in Sweden and Denmark in June. In Sweden, Tesla registrations fell 64.4% in June year-over-year. Sales in Denmark fell 61.6% year-over-year in June. Tesla car registrations in Norway rose 54% year-over-year in June. So, and Trump tweets saying that, who wants an electric car? I don't want an electric car. There's one problem with it. It explodes. The rest of the news is relatively stable, with majority of America looking for the Autorama bill that will be passed and the data docket that will be released. So the market is in a wait and see stance, with major movers of the day being let me quickly open that up: BA, Tesla, PKG, GEF, HAS, Avgo, HPE. Avgo CE sold 40k shares. That is fairly negative news. HPE executive VP sold 30k shares at 20.5 per share. That is also bearish news. Trump criticizes EV mandates, stating CEO Musk knew he opposed forcing electric car ownership despite supporting EVs. And that has dropped Tesla 4.5%, almost $16. That too is bearish news. So the market is showing a very sluggish stance, no bullish approach, a wait and see stance, while some of the companies are showing us a bearish intention. We will be aiming to trade bear today. If the market dissolves any bearish move and tries to inch further upwards, we will be cautious of that unless any news backs that move. Another important thing to note that in the economic calendar, PMI is coming out or already has come out. Okay, we have Fed's Chair Powell's speech at 4:30 p.m. That is not good. And we have ISM coming out at PMI coming out at 5 p.m. and job openings coming out at 5 p.m. So I guess the stock market open is going to be rather sluggish, and the market is going to try and wait for all of this data to come out before it participates. If we see any immediate big movement right at the open, we are going to refrain from participating in the market, because that could imply unexpected data that we have not included in our calculations or have not considered or made any decisions on. So if the market makes any big moves, we will be very cautious. We will try to avoid it. But if the market is rather slow, we will prefer that. So it's best to keep the trades very simple today, especially given the company we are trading is extremely volatile. Tesla is known to be extremely volatile, and the news that is coming out is extremely volatile. Powell is going to speak. We have the Senate doing a votorama on the bill, people watching that, and we have PMI coming up. All of these can affect the market strongly, and Tesla especially being in the highlight today, that is not very desirable. We want some kind of predictability in the stock we trade. With all of that said and done, the obvious levels for the day are the obvious levels. Wow, where did it go? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. The obvious high is 318, and the obvious low is 292.66. 295. Let's go with 295. Let's try to zoom in a little bit, and yeah, 295. is an obvious low. The stock is currently trading at 299. If it see the problem with Tesla is that there's no fixed price. It's always a range. Tesla needs to break a range because Tesla can very easily fail 300 but hold 295. Easily break 295 and hold 292. Tesla is known to make moves like that. That's what makes it a slightly harder and slightly unpredictable compared to the other stocks. Now, the stock is going to explore a new consolidation zone. Earlier this month, in the past month, Tesla tried exploring 330 to 350 range. Then it dropped to 315 to 330 range. Then it tried moving around, and now it has dropped to the 290 to 315 range. So this is Tesla has dropped a bit in the consolidation aspect. So if anything, we want Tesla to maybe rise and then hopefully take some shots. But that shot needs to be very, very carefully thought out and very trend based and not reversal based. Because sorry, yes, the recording was accidentally disconnected. So yeah, Tesla. We will hopefully try and catch some shots in, or should we? Because Tesla is in the support range, and if we are trying to go short in 312 to 313 area, 315 is where we are seeing, Tesla bottom out. I will not say that Tesla is a long today. Tesla is a very decidedly a short, but the price is so attractive. It's making me reconsider. The only other problem is if Tesla decides to break any of the important support levels, Tesla can drop a lot. That would not be very desirable. That would not be very desirable. So we might have to try entering with tight stops. We might have to try and enter with tight stop losses 297, 295, 293. I want to see some level of front running above 292. No, not 295. Which we are seeing. We are seeing front running at 297, around $2 high, which is nice. Which is exactly what I want to see. Very high volume coming in these areas. How do we trade Tesla today? Today, trading Tesla is going to be slightly harder. It's not going to be as easy as the other days, unfortunately. Let's go 5 minutes. Let's. Tesla opened at 306.74. Faced resistance in the 305 area. So if we go, do we see any big orders at 305? We can only see it at 303, and there are big orders at 303, 7,000. Not enough buy orders though. Or are there? The max I see is 3,000 at 299. There might be bigger orders at 295. Wow, but I can see big sale orders at 300, 12,000. 3,000, 2,000, 4,000. So I'm seeing big sale orders at 3,000. Sorry, at 300.5. 12,116 is no small number. Okay. We just saw 5,000 orders being executed right now. Be bigger. So it rejected 300.5 after that huge sell order block, which then ended up shifting down at 300. Interesting, very, very interesting. And, oh, okay, this is a different seller. There's a different seller. He's still there at 300.5. Tesla might struggle at 300. We'll wait though. It would be hard to expect Tesla to cross 302, 303. Interesting, very, very interesting. So what we are going to do, we are going to keep the plan simple. We will short at 304, 305. We will not take longs on Tesla today. Should we try to take longs? Will taking longs give us good? No, because the risk of Tesla breaking these levels is a lot higher than risk than the possibility of Tesla bouncing off of these levels, because nothing is exactly showing us that Tesla is going to hold these levels except speculation. There is no confirmation from in the pre-market. There is nothing. The DOM is suggesting that these levels are very strong and they'll hold. 297 held a very choppy. There is high volume, which is very interesting. There's very high volume in this area, but there's nothing suggesting that this level should decidedly or decisively hold. 297 has to hold. You can take a quick scalp off of 297.5 area or something. But again, we are not taking any longs on Tesla today. We are taking shorts at, if we can we take an immediate short is the question. Can we take a short at 299? 299 is not the best place to short Tesla. You can only short Tesla at maybe 304, 305 area. And if that doesn't work, you have to wait for Tesla to come all the way up to 315, and that would end up demonstrating strength. At that point, we don't want to go short anymore. So go short on Tesla at 304, 305, and ride the short till 295, and then we will have to wait for future opportunities to come up, like Tesla maybe bouncing up higher, but the viewer pressuring it downwards. We are going to maintain a short stance. Let's try to draw some rays. We expect Tesla to open something like this, then try to push a little bit higher, then go all the way down to the orders, recover a bit, and then get shot down. This is one of the possibilities. And the second possibility is Tesla going till there, coming down to the orders here, trying to fake a reversal, trying to show some strength, try to come back here and then fail. Even this is entirely possible. So there is a third possibility. Let's work on the third possibility. There is a third possibility that Tesla opens here, drops down, tries to recover, comes back up, goes back down. So this is third possibility. These are the only three possibilities that we are going to trade. Anything that happens beyond this we are not going to touch that, because then that would be something unexpected. Yeah, with only 1 minute left in the market open. Have control. Oh, I removed the drawings. Yes. With only 1 minute left, our important play areas are 295. Let me just Alt H 295, and the other important area is 306. If we see any noteworthy movement at these two levels, we are going to take note and plan and trade according to the plan that we have discussed. It's I should have kept that drawing. Actually, I'll open it in the tab next to me. I should also keep eye on the news that is going to come out. Actually, I'll keep an eye on the news. Delivery numbers July 2nd BM. Okay, preview. Let's just quickly go here. Tesla was sold very strongly, around 1 million short. Tesla ended up dropping to 296 really, really fast. Could have taken a short, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Tesla. I think we're going for scenario number 3. Hopefully we will see Tesla try to recover a bit, and then yeah, I hope we get to see Tesla try to recover. We don't want 1 minute graph. Let's switch to... Okay, Tesla was again sold very strongly. Hopefully 294 will hold a bit, and then we get an opportunity to short at 295. If 294 does not hold even for a move, okay, 294 just did not hold at all. I think we can go short. We're seeing recovery, and yeah, this is where I wanted to enter. This is where I'm going to enter with full size. 295.48. This is a successful entry. This is gonna be our money maker. You're gonna watch the stock. Oh yeah, Tesla even gave us an entry and everything. Tesla is trying to hold 294. We're seeing a lot of buy orders at 294, a lot of sell orders at 295. Interesting, very interesting. Tesla is trying to bounce up at 294. Did it dissolve those orders? Yeah, it was bought. All of that was bought. Let's drop everything. Let's drop this. Let's try to go short again. 296, beautiful short. Another 100 short. Very strong push. There was a 14,000 order here that was bought. 18,000 was bought. I've been trying to go to the deep end. 297, 26,000 orders. 20,000 orders at 295. Okay, there are buy orders at 295. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. We might see 295 end up acting as support here. No. Quickly lost that edge. 297, 34,000. Okay, the orders are piling up at 295. Let's drop. Let's drop. Wow, very strongly sold. 295 broke all stereotypes. Again 200 and short. Not getting a better entry will always make you reconsider what you were trying to do, because I think you should not trade like this. 16,000 orders disappeared. And it's going back into the 293. 16,000 sold. 41,000 now. Wow. Before I could take any action myself, go tell my brother that there are 41,000 buy orders. 293 is, I think, being held very well. Stocks were sold. Stocks were bought very strongly here, but that did not make any difference, it seems. 13,000. Let's see how the stocks behave in this area. There are some hotspot areas where people try to buy. 297. I think we can go short here. 500. Go short here. Bro, it's a long trade now, I think. We let Tesla move up a bit. Down, it absorbed all the buyers, sorry, all the sellers, and then it's deciding to go up. Yeah, I'll stop the video because we cannot trade Tesla anymore. I do not know how it's going to move. These are the final results. Hi, I want to make a quick video about the trade at 305, 306 area. I'm closing it now because I'm closing it. But this was one of the plans, taking the trade at 306. That's where we drew the level. And the reason why I took the trade here is, well, for obvious reasons, because this was supposed to be one of the most important levels where Tesla was supposed to fail. Tesla has shown very strong affiliation with the levels. We were expecting the lower level to be 295, but it turned out to be 293. Tesla then ended up climbing higher, and we got some shots in at Tesla, which turned out fairly well. One of the few things that I've realized is that when you're trying to go short on a company that is fundamentally strong, bear in mind that it can be supported. If this was a fundamentally weak company, 295 or 296 would have been the level where it just touched and then never looked back. It would have never come back to this level again. But it was not one of those levels. If we go back to, I want to show you something very interesting. If we go back to one of the days here, I think it was 9th June. So let's go to 5 minutes. No, let's go to 1 minute. Let's go to, I hope we can go back. I don't think so. No. Alt G. Was this one of those days? I was trading Tesla on. Yeah, so it's here. I think we can. The last day we can go is 9th June. So if you look, you can see that on this specific day, Tesla, like, it checked 283 and went straight all the way up to 300, almost $20. So when Tesla was deciding on going long, this happened. But today this did not happen. Today when Tesla was going short, it ended up reversing. Why? Because Tesla is a fundamentally strong company. You understand? Tesla is a strong company, so it is in times like these, it is going to show strength, and this is something we need to keep in mind. That when you're trying to short a stock that is strong, that is like genuinely strong, you're trying to short it on certain news or certain behavior, it's important to remember that it can be reversed. Something I was not, no, I will not say the word expecting, but something I did not factor in today. It's important to factor in things like these. Wow, it moved another 50 cents lower. Anyway, GG. So I think in times like these, we should aim for midday trades. For example, this midday trade was very, very successful. Trading in open, trading midday was slightly easier than trading the open, very patient, slow midday kind of trade. So when on days like these, we're supposed to take midday trades, is what I have learned today, and I will try to implement that in the future. I will just something I'll keep in mind, and I'll try to implement that in the future. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much.